Alright, so for this video, I'm going to show you guys how to do a smoky eye. For time's sake, I did one eye just so I can kind of show you without having to watch through the whole thing. So we will create this look. And for the smoky eye, I like to use more brown tones. I find it looks a little less harsh. It's definitely a lot easier for anyone to do than trying to use black. I do use a little tiny bit of black as liner, but it's mostly brown shades and really, really easy. For a smoky eye, I like kind of a messy look, so that's easy to achieve. So to start, I'm using Best Kept Secret, and this is going to be applied all over my eye. So let me find a brush. So again, I'm spraying my brush and then dipping into the powder and tapping off the excess. So I find the issue a lot of people have with a smoky eye is they try to start off with the dark, just immediately putting it on their eye. You really kind of have to gradually build up to it so that you get this effect and not look like you just smeared black eyeshadow all over your eye. So this is going to go all over my eyelid, all the way up to my brow, and is just going to create a nice base to start off with. Almost all eyeshadow looks I do start off with this on my whole eyelid, just because it's really close to my skin tone and just gives me a good base to start. All right, once I've done that, I'm going to take another blending brush, and this time I'm using the color Dark 4. This is a foundation shade. I use it all the time for my eyebrows, for eyeshadow, really for anything. So I'm just going to dip it into the powder, tap off the excess. So this time I'm going to apply this on my whole eyelid, but I'm only going just above the crease instead of up to my brow. So I want it to be a bit darker on my lid and gradually kind of feather out. And I always do anything with a lot of color like this before I put my foundation on for that very reason, because I get it all over my face. So anytime I'm doing a heavier eyeshadow look, I do my eyeshadow first and then do my face makeup. It's a lot easier to clean up that way. So you can see I'm just like really lightly blending this, so it goes just above my crease. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in. I don't think it'll let me. Never mind. All right, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And then I go underneath my eye, so I'm just gonna pinch this to make it more flat and apply that color underneath. Then next, I'm taking a tapered brush and the multitasker powder. And I'm just gonna dip this in here and really get off that excess. And this time I wanna concentrate on the outer corner up to like the middle. So I'm gonna place some right here and then start working this into my crease, just to about halfway. If you feel like the color isn't dark enough, any of the colors, if it's not showing up well, then just spray your brush a little better and start again. So wetting your brush definitely helps these colors be a little bit more concentrated. And then same thing, I'm gonna go underneath my eye again. This time I'm only gonna go halfway. And then I just kind of blur it with my fingertip. Same thing with this up here. I'm just gonna kind of blur that because I want it to be a little bit messy. I don't want it to be perfect. And then I'm going back, this is the brush I used with Dark 4, and just kind of blending this inner corner where I got too much. Next, I'm taking an eyeliner brush and spraying my brush. I'm going to use the color Jet Setter. And just like I showed you the liquid liner before, this is going to be similar, but a lot softer of a look. You could do the liquid liner, but for a smoky eye, and I really like that kind of messy look, I really want to keep it soft. So I found using it as a powder creates that softness versus using it as a liquid. So I'm just going to start on the outer corner and draw towards the middle. And then the other side, I'm going to start at my inner eye and work my way in. Then I'm going to put it on the bottom, just on this very outer corner. Then I want to darken the outer corner of my eye a little bit more, so I'm applying a little bit more on my brush, and then I'm just going to kind of tap it on this edge. So once I've got the color on there, I'm going back to my tapered brush because it has that brown multitasker on it, and blending that. And I'm going to add a little bit more multitasker just because I want it to look more brown and less black. So the black on there is going to add depth, but adding this on top of it will kind of make it look more brown. Then I like to do a quick check and just make sure they both sides match. I'm going to add a little bit more of this on the bottom. Then I'm taking a baby wipe. This is the Seedlings wipe. And I'm just going to clean up where I got it on my face. So when I get to this outer corner, I keep it straight like this and swipe up, and it'll help me keep that more defined line. All right, I am gonna go back to this brush with the multitasker, and I'm just adding some more on my inner corner. And the reason being, I don't want to use the black and have it too dark, but I definitely want to darken it up. There. Now last, I'm just going to add mascara. I did not grab the Young Living mascara before it went out of stock, and I believe they're reformulating it. So I'm currently using Maybelline Colossal Big Shot. Some of you are probably going to tell me it's made of poison, but that's fine. All right, so I'm just adding mascara to the top and the bottom. If you want to put liner on your waterline, which is this part of your eye right here, you can mix the rose ointment like I showed you guys before and do that on that area. I just prefer not to put any there. It just really irritates my eye, so I leave it unlined and it doesn't bother me. When you guys come back, I will show you how I kind of complete this look. Whenever I do a smoky eye, I like to keep it like really simple everywhere else. So I'll see you soon.